do last night between 8 and 11 p.m.? Be honest, did you scroll TikTok, binge Netflix, or maybe just sit there saying, I'm too tired, I'll do it tomorrow? Now imagine this, if you spent just 2 of those hours every night working on your dream, by the end of the year, you'd have an equivalent of 18 extra full time work weeks invested in your future. That's like writing a book, starting a business, or learning an entire new skill without ever quitting your day job. Today, we're going to show you how to turn those wasted hours into the most powerful part of your day.
Absolutely. So before you hit play on Netflix, on your Netflix episode, hang with us. Before this conversation might just change the way you spend your nights and maybe even your life.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Parent Support Circle. I'm Curtis, your host. With me is my guy RJ. How's it going?
I'm doing good, Curtis. Thanks. Though I'll admit I may have stayed way too late last night. Just watching Netflix. I love to binge my episodes.
Nice. Yeah, I see I have no video today, but that's okay. We can still hear you loud and clear, so it's excellent. And there it is, folks. The classic evening trap. Netflix, TikTok, Instagram scrolls. Don't worry, we've all been there, but that's exactly what we're talking about today. How to flip those wasted evenings into building something that eventually makes your future better.
Absolutely, because think about it. Most people finish work, they eat dinner, and then it's like, well, I guess I'll let Netflix decide the next 4 hours for me.
Exactly. And that's the wild part. If you just use 1 or 2 of those hours each night consistently, you can literally build a better business, write a book, or even learn a new skill.
Absolutely. I was reading about Jeff Bezos. Before Amazon blew up, he was coding late at night in his garage. Dude was building his empire while the rest of us were
Yeah, that's for
snoring.
sure. So let's break it down. Why are evenings so powerful? First, fewer distractions. No emails blowing up your phone, no boss hovering over your shoulder, just peace and quiet.
Absolutely. And science even backs this up. Your brain is actually more creative at night because it's relaxed. Like those shower thoughts moments. Same thing.
Exactly. And you don't need to be some 5 a.m. guru, which, well, I kind of am. Wakes up before the sun. And to be super productive, well, I try to be productive anyway. Some of the history greats like Kadaf and J.K. Rowling did their best work at night. How about you, RJ? You night owl? Yeah.
Yeah, I do it too. Yeah. I'm a night owl. I love to get my best work done. If I can stay up till like 11 o'clock at night, that's when I spend from 9 o'clock till 11 o'clock getting
Oh,
my
wow.
work done. So, RJ Rowling literally, or J.K. Rowling literally wrote Harry Potter with her kid while her kid was asleep. So, if you've been telling yourself, I don't have time, check your evenings. You
Now here's the
probably do.
game changer, the 2 hour rule. You don't need to grind all night, just 1 or 2 hours of focused time.
Absolutely. 2 hours a night is 60 hours a month. Do that for a year. You've basically added 18 full time work weeks to your life without quitting your job.
Let me tell you a quick story. My buddy wanted to start a podcast. Sounds familiar. He worked a full time job, but every evening he gave himself 90 minutes. Within 6 months, he had launched, built an audience, and even got sponsorships. Pretty cool.
Absolutely. That's wild. And it's honestly, it's proof, right? You don't need to throw your whole life upside down. It's just consistency.
That's right. So, how do you actually make this work? Habits, man. Little ones.
Like the 10-minute rule. Promise yourself you work for just 10 minutes. Most of the time you'll keep going, but if you don't, you've still moved forward.
Exactly. It's crazy how only 10 minutes can make a difference to get started just by convincing yourself to do it. And it's part of a ritual too, right? Maybe it's like making tea, lighting a candle, or playing focus music. It trains your brain. It's okay. It's go time.
hmm For me, I put my phone in another room. If it's near me, forget it. I'll be deep in TikTok land before I even notice it.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. It's so true, though. It happens to all of us. But
Absolutely.
environment beats willpower every time.
Absolutely. Here's the pushback people have. If I work late at night, won't I be exhausted the next day? Look,
Th-
here's the thing. And here's how I see it too.
Yep.
If you stay up later doing work, you will sleep better, more deeper, so that you'll wake up rested.
Yep. That's pretty cool. So the answer: balance. Keep it under 2 hours. Stay at least an hour before bed so your brain can still wind down, and don't sacrifice sleep. That's non-negotiable. Also, when you're on your screen time, it actually drains you more because of the radiation of the screen sucking your eyeballs. So they
Hmm.
say.
Yeah, and that's why reading a book is a lot better than the
Yep,
screen time. Um, even or what I do is I put my tablet. I use my screen, but I'm reading a book before I shut
uh,
my eyes. Right, so I'm absorbing information before I
yeah, I
sleep.
do my
So
old school way. Yeah,
and so
just read a
hustle.
regular book. Yeah,
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. I read a lot of ebooks, right? So, but I'm still reading books. I'm
perfect.
just reading them on my device. And then hustle culture likes to glamorize the all-nighter, but that just makes you a zombie. It doesn't work. And trust me, zombies don't
No, they
build
do not.
empires.
But rest is part of productivity. You want consistency and no burnout.
You know who else was a late night hustler? Sophia Amoruso. She started Nasty Gal selling clothes online at night. Now
It's
she's a
crazy.
fashion mogul.
And don't forget, all the indie YouTubers and developers built their channels and apps after work hours. Nights are where a lot of dreams are born.
And if J.K. Rowling can write Harry Potter in cafes after putting her kid to sleep, you can definitely spend an hour
Yep.
working on your thing.
Let's hit people with some quick hacks before we wrap up.
All right. So hack number one: use Forest app. It gamifies focus by growing trees while you work. If you leave the app, your tree dies. Nobody
Right.
wants
So if you
dead
guys ever checked that out,
trees.
it's pretty cool. I started yesterday with it. It's similar to Pomodoro, but it's a little bit different. It gives you more of a gamification, which is also another technique, which is a Pomodoro
Mhm.
technique. There's actually apps for that too that gives you 25 minutes to work, 5 minute break, and you do that for a full hour to get your job done. So that could help as well. Hey, RJ.
Mhm. Absolutely. Yeah, I
Mhm.
love using that one. So that one's a good tool out there. And then number three is reward yourself. After 2 hours of grinding, treat yourself. Ice cream, a show, whatever. Make it
Yeah,
sustainable,
no screen
make it
time though, okay,
enjoyable.
guys, because that could not be a very good reward. Can make you distract you
Hey,
again.
listen, you know what? You never know, right? But again,
Yep.
reward yourself in the way that suits you is the kind of the
Yep.
key there.
Perfect. So, to everyone listening, your evenings are not just downtime. They're your secret weapon. You can keep scrolling or you can start building.
Yeah, so ask yourself, when I wake up tomorrow, will I be proud of how I spent last night? If the answer is no, it's time to flip the script.
That's the challenge, people. Tonight, carve out just 1 hour for your dream. Not tomorrow, not Monday, tonight.
And don't worry, Netflix will still be there tomorrow. You can find time to fit it in. Your future won't wait, though.
That's right. Netflix can wait, but your future won't. That's awesome. So that's it for today's episode. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If you find any value in this, share it with a friend who needs a little evening motivation. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe and like, and please hit the bell so next time we go live, you'll be notified. And if you're on Facebook, like and leave a comment.
Yep. Don't forget to leave a review. We want to hear from you. It helps us to keep creating. So until next time, go build something great.
All right, guys, have a good night, a good day. Thank you.